This is the freaking opening match of day one of the freaking men's tournament of glory. Freaking when I welcome to you, freaking madness that I finally had a chance to finally record this, because what is a sleep schedule? I'm telling you. And the first one to come out is this freaking cocksucking douchebag, freaking Loki, one of the freaking Darkseid's lieutenants in the freaking Unwashed. And he's going to be taking on the debuting Poseidon in his first ever match in his company. Poseidon's already made one hell of a freaking impression, considering the fact that he freaking literally chokeslammed Angela Winters to the freaking ring. So this will be freaking interesting to see how Poseidon handles freaking somebody who's a former Intercontinental and former Intergalactic champion. In the case of Loki. And Loki doesn't freaking want to get eliminated in this first round match because it probably would piss off Darkseid if he literally was already eliminated out of the tournament already. Freaking, it's gonna be crazy. We're opening the tournament with this match. And freaking, here comes the former tag team and freaking former hardcore champion, freaking Poseidon. We have not seen in a wrestling ring in years at this point. And you know Khal Drogo's probably loving this, seeing his old tag team partner back in a wrestling ring, into a wrestling company for the first time in years. So it'll be interesting to see if Poseidon has ring rust after all these years, since we haven't seen her in forever. But, freaking, who knows? It's one of those wait-and-see kind of things. From what I've been told, apparently Poseidon will be fighting Angela Winters in a match in an upcoming episode of Lone Wolf Wrestling. It's an episodic show, but it's freaking whenever the heck we feel like uploading an episode. But you get the idea. It's not like freaking Rumble and New Gen. Either way, it's going to be interesting to see how Loki handles Poseidon. And let's get this opening contest of this round underway. And Loki immediately went STO'd Poseidon. Drop kick to the leg of Poseidon there by Loki. And Loki just sitting on Poseidon's leg. And now Loki would go behind on Poseidon. And Poseidon reverses it into a shot to the back of Loki. And headlock by Poseidon into a neckbreaker. Now Poseidon with another go behind on Loki. And Loki will pair of elbows to the face of Poseidon. Now Khan will tie up between the two. Sean McCarty's going to be happy about that. Shout out to CIW. And another one. And Loki another drop kick to the leg of Poseidon there. And now Loki off the ropes. Whatever that was. And Loki would have an STO takedown when making Poseidon try to go for a clothesline or whatever. And Poseidon with a belly-to-belly suplex of Loki. And now Poseidon with an armbar on Loki. And Loki versus it into a shoulder tackle. A headlock by Loki on Poseidon. Headlock takeover. Now another drop kick to the back of the leg of Poseidon this time. And Loki off the ropes. Running splash there by freaking Loki to Poseidon. And then Loki dragging Poseidon away from the ropes. Going for a cover is Loki. Not even a 1 count. Unsurprising. Now go behind by Loki again. And Poseidon reverses it into a belly to back suplex. Poseidon picking up Loki into a headlock. Knee to the midsection of Loki by Poseidon. With the kick there. And I put Loki with a body slam to Poseidon. And now another running splash there. And now Loki trying to go for another cover on Poseidon. And not even 1 count again. And now Loki with a headlock of Poseidon again. Oh jeez. And Loki just a pair of knees to the midsection of Poseidon. And misses the dropkick that time. German suplex by Poseidon to Loki. And got kicked in the midsection of Loki that time by Poseidon. Russian leg sweep by Poseidon there. And the kick midsection of Poseidon by Loki there and the go behind. And Loki just lifting up Poseidon and slamming him down on his knee. And Poseidon missing that kick, dodging that kick from Loki. And now Loki just punches and Poseidon blocks that one. Loki blocks that punch from Poseidon and go behind. Suplex by Loki to Poseidon there. And now Loki picking up Poseidon. Running crossbody by Loki there to Poseidon. Loki can recover Poseidon. 1, 2, and Poseidon kicks out again. Another punch to the face of Poseidon there, and now Poseidon with an armbar on Loki. And just slamming Loki's arm down on his knee. There's Poseidon. And now Poseidon with some punches to Loki and a go behind. And Loki flips him over again. And Loki with the elbow drop Poseidon. Oh god. And now Loki with the Fenrir freaking alley-oop freaking whatever the hell that was. That he likes to use a lot of times. And now Loki going for covering Poseidon. Only a 1 count. What the frig? Kick midsection of Poseidon by Loki. And Poseidon with a shot to the back of Loki there. And Loki with a headlock of Poseidon into an armbar. Into a go behind. Another chop block by Loki to Poseidon. And Loki is just slamming Poseidon's arm against the ring, which is useless move wrestling. And now Poseidon's pissed. Go behind by Loki on Poseidon. And another shot to the back. Whoops him in the corner. And Loki setting Poseidon on the top turnbuckle. Oh god. And now Loki with a suplex from the top turnbuckle to Poseidon. And now Loki going for a camel clutch on Poseidon. And Poseidon is trying to crawl his way over the ropes. Come on, Poseidon, you can get out of this. He's literally right there by the ropes, and Poseidon is like, fuck that, I'm not crawling the ropes, I'm just going to power my way out of it. And Poseidon picking up Loki. Just stares at him like, really? And Loki whipping Poseidon in the corner. And Poseidon with a chin breaker to Loki. And then just more punches by Poseidon there. And that one just knocking Loki down on his ass. And Poseidon with an elbow drop to the leg of Loki there. Oh god. And now Poseidon with a power bomb to Loki. And just an elbow to the freaking leg of Loki there again. And now Poseidon with a tidal wave to freaking Loki. Or just a power slam, 1 or 2. And Loki with just a rake to the eyes of Poseidon and a clothesline knocking the Greek god down. Crazy is kind of like a battle of Norse mythology and Greek mythologies, but you know. Running crossbody by Loki to Poseidon. And Loki go for covering Poseidon. 1, 2, and Poseidon kicks out again. Another drop kick to the leg of Poseidon there. Oh god, no. Loki freaking setting up for something to Poseidon. Oh Jesus Christ. And now Loki with a freaking almost like a Death Valley driver into an attitude adjustment to Poseidon there. And now just wandering around him. And Loki dragging Poseidon away from the ropes. Goldberg covers Loki. 1, 2, and Loki gets the pin on Poseidon and moves on in the tournament. God damn it. Unfortunately, freaking Loki's moving on in the second round of the tournament. Freaking Christ. For Poseidon's first match in his career in this company, I thought he'd do alright. Would have been nice if he had beaten Loki, but it's whatever. He also had a lot of ring rust, but it's whatever. Freaking Loki moves on to the tournament, unfortunately. And unfortunately, have another freaking unwashed douche freaking coming up here to the tournament. Because Johnny Cage is taking on Agent 47. Apparently, in my notes here. Fucking unwashed assholes, I swear. They're just all over this tournament. Freaking Christ. Fuck you, Loki. Already pissed off. I'm only 1 match into this thing. Really, Loki? We're really freaking doing this? This is literally just the first match of the whole damn tournament. And you're already going to try and preliminarize someone's leg, you fucking dick. Bad enough this was his first... Freaking Christ. And, oh crap. Here comes freaking Khal Drogo. Freaking Poseidon's old tag team partner, like I mentioned before. And he's coming out here to save Poseidon from freaking Loki. Kick his punk ass, freaking Khal Drogo. And Drogo just freaking hurls Loki's bitch ass out the ring. Get fucked, Loki, you freaking douche. It looks like the OG Westeros is back together. Well, after Loki's bitch ass got hurled outside the ring and he ran away like a bitch, freaking when Poseidon and Khal Drogo freaking finally got their shit together, and so they chase after him. Here comes the other freaking unwashed douche that's gonna be freaking in this freaking first day of the tournament. Freaking the former World Heavyweight Champion Johnny Mother effing Cage. I believe he's a part of the Forgotten Fighters now in CIW. Shout out to Sean, by the way. And now this douche is trying to get an opportunity, but she was so pissed off about he wasn't able to get last year. And we all know how that turned out. Now he's actually in the tournament this year, and he has to take on Agent 47 of the Shade Trinity, who we have not seen in quite some time. And Riddick is going to be facing Link in the main event of this freaking show. He's in this part of the tournament anyways. And it's like 5 matches to this freaking video when this gets uploaded, and then the 5 matches in the next one. It'll be 6 to round out the tournament, because it's actually 32 people this time. Thank God, because I don't freaking think I have the time to do another 64-man tournament like I did before. But either way, here comes Agent 47. Who was looking to actually finally be able to do something with his career. And I don't even remember the last time he actually wrestled in this company. I think it was like in a battle royal. Actually, might have been in a tournament from before. I don't remember. I know he did pretty decently in the last tournament of Glory he was in, because he was in last year's. If he actually made it, I think like a 2nd or 3rd round, because that silencer flatliner is freaking devastating. And if he somehow manages to beat Johnny Cage in this match, which I would be freaking both happy about and shocked at the same time, he would be a pick of mine to win this whole thing, because we've had underdogs win in the past. Looking at you, Darth Maul. But we have to wait and see. I'm sure Johnny Cage is cocky as all hell, and he doesn't want to disappoint Darkseid. Especially since Loki managed to freaking make it into the next round. Johnny Cage would like the same thing to happen. But, have to wait and see. I just hope he's not overly confident with some way he thinks freaking Agent 47 is going to be an easy opponent, because, trust me, he's not. Let's ask Riddick and Neo from that triple threat match. It lasted like an hour from forever ago. And let's get the second match of the first day of this tournament underway. And carnival time between the two started off. You can tip it as Sean McCarty would probably be loving that, since, these guys both wrestle on CIW. Clothesline by Agent 47, knocking the former world champion down. Go behind by Agent 47, into a headlock. Uppercut by Agent 47. 47 just punching Johnny Cage against the ropes and almost dumps him outside the ring. And Cage with a freaking hot shot to 47, sending him flying off the apron to the outside. And as you can notice, it's the same Tournament of Glory arena that we used last year. Well, same setup, different building, because, rent for these buildings ain't cheap. And 47 sending Johnny Cage into the freaking ring post, clothesline knocking him down. And now these two are just brawling outside the ring, and 47 another clothesline to Johnny Cage. And now 47 another headlock, and they just realize what's happening. They're up to a count of 5. And now 47 headlock on Johnny Cage again, and Johnny Cage with a drop toe hold to 47. And Cage on the offensive again, knocking him in the corner. And 47 blocked the kick there, dragon screw by 47 to Johnny Cage. 47 flipping over Johnny Cage there, elbow to the back of the head. And now 47 with a go behind on Johnny into a suplex. Weird elbow or knee to the face there, Johnny Cage. And somehow his sunglasses never fall off. Russian leg sweep by Johnny Cage there. And now Johnny with another suplex to Agent 47. Johnny Cage whipping 47 in the ropes. And 47 with a shot to the lower back of Johnny Cage there. And a clothesline knocking him down. And Cage just punches him off. And Cage with a neck breaker to 47. And now Johnny with another suplex Agent 47 there. And 47 just punches him off. It's like everything Johnny Cage does to 47 just no-sells and just right back up. Except when he got nailed with that backbiter job and just had Johnny Cage's foot scraped against his face. And 47 just shoves him off again. And 47 with a Luther's press just punching the shit out of Johnny Cage. Oh God, 47, what are you doing? Oh Jesus, 47, we're really doing this where you're tearing apart my announce table? It's been a while since somebody's actually done that, actually, now that I think about it. And 47 setting Johnny Cage on my announce table. Oh God. 47, this isn't AEW. We don't need to be doing these high spots. And 47 went elbow drop to Johnny Cage to the announce table. Freaking, it's like AEW all over again. And I love AEW. But did we really need an unnecessary table spot, especially since Johnny Cage didn't even sell it? Pfft. And now Cage just kicks in a punch to 47 there and a headlock. And what is with this camera angle? Thank you, whoever's in the truck handling the cameras. And now Johnny Cage with a go behind on 47. Into a suplex again. 47 has just brought the offense to Johnny Cage, which is kind of surprising considering the fact that Johnny's a former world champion of this show. And Johnny Cage picking up 47, just hitting him with a chop to the throat. And 47 with the silencer flatliner to Johnny Cage. Now drags him from the ropes. Going for cover 47. 1, 2, and Johnny Cage kicks out. God damn it, we were so close there. And now 47 with a headlock into a go behind on Johnny. And Johnny Cage blocking the dropkick attempt. Clothesline by Johnny. And now Johnny Cage getting whipped in the ropes by 47, almost outside of the ring. Oh God! And 47 with a DDT from the middle rope there. Johnny Cage going for a cover off the DDT. 1, only a 1 count. And 47 more kicks and a punch to the face of Johnny Cage there, and a go behind again. Chop blocked the freaking Johnny Cage by 47. And a knee drop, or whatever the hell that was again. And now 47 going for a camel clutch on Johnny Cage. If he submits to this, I'm going to laugh. But I doubt it because Cage is, like I said, a former world champion. And he wants to get an opportunity to get the belt back. And Cage powers his way out of 47's submission attempt. Oh, God. Now Cage is setting up with a shadow kick, super kick. And he nails it. Now Johnny Cage dragging 47 from the ropes. Going for a cover is Johnny. 1, 2, and 47 kicks out. And now Johnny Cage whipping 47 in the corner. Oh jeez. And now Johnny Cage sending 47 into the post. And just swinging wildly with that clothesline, I guess. And now Cage is grinding his foot against 47's face or his throat. I can't tell because the ref's in the freaking damn camera shot. And 47 just punches him off. And now 47 just raining down punches to Johnny Cage's face in the corner. Beating the shit out of him. 47 is pissed. And just gets pushed off him there. And Johnny go behind and just whips 47 in the corner again. And 47 dodging the Cage trying to go for the kick to midsection. And 47 with a backbreaker to Johnny Cage. Going for covers 47 off the backbreaker. 1, 2, and Cage kicks out again. God damn it. Uppercut by 47. Just another punch and a kick to Johnny Cage. And sets him against the ropes. Oh, Jesus. And 47 with another draping DDT to freaking Johnny Cage there. And 47 drags him from the ropes. Going for covers 47. 1, 2, and 47 eliminates Johnny Cage from the tournament. Holy shiznits. 47 with the upset of a century over a former world champion. And Darkseid's probably going to be freaking livid about this. The Shade Trinity freaking member Agent 47 getting a huge win over one of the members of the Unwashed. And like I said, a former world champion. I want to emphasize that. And freaking 47 pinned him off a draping DDT. Loki, freaking, you're going to have your work cut out for you with this guy. I'm telling you that much. And 47 is definitely somebody to watch out for in this tournament. Next match is Satan taking on Wolverine. I'm pretty sure something like this happened in the comics once. Either way, that's going to be interesting. Especially after Satan got his ass handed to him by Dante over in CIW twice in a row. And so did the Grim Reaper, which is hilarious. But either way. Congrats on the win of 47. And at least that's one less unwashed douche that I have to worry about winning this tournament. And this is the third match of the opening day of this first round of the tournament of glory this year. And Satan is freaking as he's making his way out here. He's a former internet champion of this company. He's a former CIW world champion. And he's just been having issues with Dante over in CIW. And his opponent, Wolverine, last time he had a match was against Kenny Omega for the global title, which Wolverine ended up losing. Spoiler for that show, by the way, if you haven't seen it, but you need to go watch it, by the way. Along with everything else, if you haven't been caught up on everything that's been uploaded on the channel recently. And I meant, in fourth wall break, I meant to upload this video and figuring the ones that could be coming after it sooner, but just my sleep schedule has just been royally screwed lately. But either way, Satan's hoping to change his luck around since he lost the internet title Nova Star at Final Hunt 2. But first, he has to get through Wolverine, who he's hoping to bounce back from losing to Kenny Omega for the global title. And I know for a fact that Wolverine has just as good of a chance as anybody in this tournament, since he was one of the last members of the Avengers in that 7v7 match with the Justice League, and he actually did pretty decently in that match. He was like one of the last two members, and since Thor didn't want the title opportunity, that's why he got that match with Kenny Omega, and he actually did pretty good, surprisingly, all things considered. But now Wolverine has to freaking refocus, and he's gonna have to earn yet another title opportunity if he wants it that badly, which I'm sure he does. And so does Satan, probably, because he wants to put that whole issue with Nova Star behind him, and the shit with Dante over in CIW. And let's get this one-on-one match between these two underway. And Satan starting off with a headlock, and Satan with a freaking suplex to Wolverine. And Satan already going for a freaking tombstone pile driver, and he nails it to Wolverine. And now Satan dragging Wolverine from the ropes. Going for a cover. 1, 2, and Wolverine kicks out. And Satan with a flurry of punches to Wolverine, just knocking him against the ropes. And Wolverine dumping Satan almost out of the ring, just getting knocked off the freaking apron of Satan. And Wolverine with a neck breaker to freaking Satan there on the outside. Wolverine with a dragon screw to Satan there. DDT by Satan and Wolverine on the outside of the ring. And now Satan with another tombstone pile drive to Wolverine on the outside of the ring. And wraps up to a count of 5. Count of 6, well, Satan, for whatever reason, was just running around the ring. I guess he had to get exercise in or something. Now Wolverine is like following Satan around the ring, I guess. And Satan whipping Wolverine up, get reversed, whatever, try to go for this, belly suplex by Wolverine. And now Wolverine with a headlock, which Satan reverses into a Russian leg sweep. And now Satan going for a cover. 1, 2, and Satan gets the win with the Russian leg sweep. Like, what the fuck? I don't know how the hell Satan freaking managed to win with a Russian leg sweep, but freaking, it's whatever. Satan moves on to the next round of the tournament. It sucks for Wolverine, but you know how that is. Wolverine's unfortunate string of little unluckiness of, non-good luck, we should say, continues. Well, Satan is actually starting to get some momentum. Next match is Captain Pollution taking on the Green Lantern of the regime. That'll be interesting. And this is the next match of this part of the tournament. And the first one to come out is freaking this. I can't even really call him a jackass anymore because he's actually been actually decent, freaking, especially after the fact that M. Bison, Joker freaking turned their backs on him after everything they'd been through. Granted, I get why Bison and Joker were pissed off with Pollution, because in fact he literally got himself eliminated freaking very quickly from the 7v7 match with the Unwashed. But it's like at the same time, freaking, what were you guys expecting? Like, it's against the Unwashed, which is the biggest freaking gag of like dickheads in the whole company right now. Not like Pollution wasn't trying, it's that he got freaking caught lacking that night for some reason. Pollution, I'm sure, is probably royally pissed off with his former friends. And I know in the next episode of LWW freaking wrestling, he'll have words for Bison and the Joker and Green Goblin. Right now he needs to focus on this. His match with the Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, of the Regime, who he's beaten in the past in the Intergalactic Championship. And now these two are facing each other once again in a match that where they can make it to the finals of this tournament, could possibly get a shot at the world title. And Lantern really hasn't done dicks in this company besides getting a few title opportunities. And he did fairly decent in the 7v7 match against the Avengers. Other than that, like I said, Lantern hasn't really done anything. But that's probably why he joined up with Superman and the rest of the Regime, and hopefully change his fortunes around. Have to wait and see how that works out. And let's get this match underway between these two. And Jordan just beating the crap out of freaking Pollution there with punches and kicks, and Pollution with a clothesline to Hal Jordan there. And now Pollution with more punches, and Jordan blocks that one in the headlock by Hal Jordan. Chin breaker to Pollution there by Hal Jordan. And now just Pollution with another punch, but he got blocked by Jordan. And Hal Jordan with a suplex to Pollution. And now Jordan with a suplex to Pollution. Armbar by Pollution, and a takedown, and a leg snap there by Jordan to Pollution. Russian leg sweep by freaking Hal Jordan to Pollution. And now a go behind by Green Lantern. And Pollution reverses it, and a kick to the back of the leg, whiffs the punch there. And Hal Jordan reverses where Pollution tried to go into a belly to back suplex. And Hal Jordan just repeated punches and a kick there. And Pollution just tosses him off. And Pollution with a freaking just slamming down Jordan there by his arm. Whatever that was to his arm there. I know Pollution's probably still pissed, but like I said before, with Bison and Joker, but he's not letting that distract him because he wants to win this match. Pollution made it to literally all the way to the finals of the first one of these. So there's one bit. Pollution knows how to do well in this tournament, and I don't think he was in last year's. Jordan just scraping his boot against Pollution's face, and a chop to the throat. And Pollution putting Jordan in the corner, kicked in midsection of Jordan there by Pollution. Pollution, I don't know what the heck he was doing there, but just looking at him while he was sitting down in the corner. And Jordan just booting Pollution in the face, knocking him down. Go for cover is Hal Jordan. Only one count. And Jordan with a neck breaker to Pollution. And now picking Pollution back up as Hal Jordan. Oh god, and Lantern with the Green Lantern's light. And Pollution just no-sells that shit right into a headlock by Hal Jordan, who sets him against the ropes. Hal Jordan whipping Pollution to the outside. Now Pollution's back in the ring because for whatever reason Jordan, I don't know. Drop kick by Pollution, trying to make a comeback. Jumping clothesline takes down Jordan there by Pollution. And now Pollution, oh god. I guess he's decided not to change his mind about tearing apart my ring. Nope, he's doing it anyway. Really, Pollution? Seriously, dude? Pollution just a punch and tried to go for a kick there by Jordan, but Jordan reversed it into a dragon screw. Hal Jordan picking up Pollution. And Pollution's whipping Hal Jordan back in the ring. Elbow to the face of Hal Jordan there by Pollution. And Pollution's back in the ring now. And now Pollution with the force of illusion, freaking the Green Lantern. Going for cover. 1, 2, and Hal Jordan kicks out. Drop kick by Pollution there to Hal Jordan. Oh god, now Green Lantern with another Green Lantern's light to Pollution. 1, 2, and Hal Jordan gets the win over Pollution after catching him with the Green Lantern's light. That's a bit of an upset right there. I was not expecting Hal Jordan to win there. But Hal Jordan moves on to the next round of the tournament, and Pollution is unfortunately eliminated early. That sucks. Main event of tonight's show, Link taking on Riddick. That'll be interesting. Lord knows Riddick and Link both need to start getting some wins because they haven't done jack monkey squat in forever. Especially Riddick, because I don't even remember the last time he showed up in CIW, but I don't know. Either way. And I'm sure Superman's probably happy as all hell with Green Lantern right now. And this is the final match of this part of the tournament, which is the first day, and Link is the first one to come out. We haven't seen Link in a minute. I know he wants a challenge for the junior heavyweight title, but I have to wait and see about that, because Lord knows Link isn't the only one who wants to challenge for that title that Prince of Persia currently holds. But now Link is also trying to win himself a world title opportunity if he can manage to make it to the end of this tournament. First, he has to get to the former CIW Tag Team Champion in Riddick and former Internet Champion in this company. Meanwhile, Riddick would love to get a world title opportunity since I don't think he ever really challenged for it. I think he's challenged for the CIW World Championship like once or twice. I can't remember. And like I said, he's won the Internet Championship in this company before in the past. And Riddick would love to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I know that for a fact. So it'll be interesting to see if Riddick can win this match against Link and win it, and then go on to win the tournament, possibly. I have to wait and see. I just know that the Shade Trinity really is on a bit of a roll of momentum since Agent 47 defeated Johnny Cage, I believe, earlier in the tournament. And freaking, they want to keep that momentum rolling. That's for sure. Checking my notes. Yeah, Agent 47 did beat Johnny Cage. I had to check my notes, sorry, I forgot. But yeah, but this match is going to be interesting to see between these two. And let's get this final opening day of the tournament match underway, and Link immediately with a drop kick to Riddick. And now Colin able to tie up between the two. Sean's going to be loving that. Headlock by Link and Riddick. Off the ropes is Riddick, and a boot to the face of Link by Riddick there. Don't book cover is Riddick. Not even a 1 count, which I'm not surprised. And Riddick just punches the Link there in a headlock. And Riddick whipping Link. And Link reversed it with just a kick to the midsection. And a forearm to the face of Riddick there by Link. And Link with a go behind on Riddick. Suplex to Riddick by Link. Now Riddick with an armbar on Link. And a suplex of his own to Link. And now Riddick with a go behind on Link, who just flips him over. And misses the elbow drop. Good job there, Link. And now Link blocking the kick midsection from Riddick. And a dragon screw there. And then chop and chest, and Riddick blocking the punch down. An STO takedown by Riddick there to Link. And Riddick just more punches and a kick, and another punch here to Link. And a sidewalk slam by Riddick there to Link. And Link just shoves him off. Kick the midsection of Riddick there by Link, and a drop kick in the corner. And now Link whipping Riddick across the ring into the other corner. Clothesline knocking down Riddick. Now Link with a neck breaker to Riddick as well. And now just putting the boots to Riddick as Link. They just ran right into each other. And now Link just whipping Riddick into the ropes there. I don't know what the hell that was, but it works, I guess. And now Link with another suplex to Riddick there. And Link with just a kick to the lower back of Riddick there. Oh god. And now Link tried to go for a suplex, but Riddick reversed into his own suplex. And now Riddick just punching the shiznits out of Link. And Link with just a punch imitation of Riddick there in response. And now an armbar by Link. Now trying to go for an arm breaker. Oh god, now Link's going to the outside of the ring. Link, I literally just had this thing put back together, thinking after they tried to break it in the last match, but thankfully they didn't. And now Link with a headlock on Riddick. And now setting Riddick against my table. You know, pollution and freaking Lantern didn't destroy my table in the last match, but now I guess this is going to happen in this one. Oh god. And now Link has Riddick setting him up for the Skyward Sword right through my announce table. And Riddick is probably dead. Freaking, that's just great. Freaking, thanks a lot, Link. You literally just put a dude to my table with your own finisher. Thanks a fucking lot. Up to a count of 7. And Riddick is surprisingly back up after getting a Skyward Sword through my announce table. And tried to go for a clothesline. Link did Riddick, but he got blocked. And Link nailing the elbow drop. Now Link with an armbar on Riddick. Reverses it with a knee to the midsection. And Link again reversing the clothesline attempt. And just these disrespectful kicks from Link to Riddick there. Another knee to the face of Riddick by Link. And now Link going for cover on Riddick. One. Only a 1 count. What the hell? Forearm to Riddick there by Link. And a kick to the arm of Riddick. Go for covers, Link, but he was too close to the ropes. Now headlock again by Link. And Riddick reverses into a drop toe hold. Riddick was a stomp to the arm of Link. And now Riddick going for the Riddick bomb. And he nails it. And now Riddick going for cover on Link. 1, 2, and Link kicks out. And now Link with a headlock on Riddick and a chop to the chest of Riddick there by Link. Oh god. And Link springboard, which he barely got him with. That dazed Riddick there. And now Link's back up. And now Link with a freaking suplex to Riddick. I thought he was going into a pin, and Riddick's feet was by the ropes. I thought he was going for a Skyward Sword again. And Link with a headlock on Riddick. Elbow the head of Riddick there with the kick. Go behind my Link and Riddick into a Russian leg sweep. And Link springboard, which he nailed. Now Link's just looking down at Riddick. They're setting up with a Skyward Sword again. And now Link tried to go for Skyward Sword, but Riddick reversed it into a neckbreaker. And now Riddick setting up for another Riddick bomb. You got a 2 count on the last one. If he nails his Riddick bomb, you might get him the win. And he nails it. Going for covers, Riddick. 1, 2, and Riddick gets the win with the second Riddick bomb. He got put through my fucking announce table, and Riddick still manages to pull out the win out of his ass. And now Riddick will be going on in the next round of the tournament. Face whoever wins the opening match of the second day. But either way, that's one way to end the day. This part of the tournament, at least. Riddick managing to pull one out of his rear end there. If you like this video, give a like, comment, all that stuff. I'll see you guys later, and hopefully it won't take me as long as it did to record this one to record the next video, part of the tournament. I mean, either way. And I apologize for how long it's been taking. My sleep schedule has been royally fucked. But either way, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!